First Financial Bank has become an angel investor for Bad Girl Ventures. The bank has committed $75,000 to support the nonprofit microfinance organization's efforts to educate female entrepreneurs and help women gain access to startup capital. The donation will allow BGV to award two $25,000 loans and underwrite its classroom work in 2012. On April 4th, BGV will unveil 10 women business owners who have been selected to compete for one of the loans. This will be the 5th class of women business owners for Bad Girl Ventures. Candace Klein is the mastermind behind Bad Girl Ventures. The lawyer and entrepreneur launched BGV in 2010. Late last year, launched a second business called SoMoLend, which uses the web and interactive mobile devices to match borrowers with lenders for peer-to-peer lending. Candace joins U.S. Bank Business Watch's Kelly Leon with more on why and how she is creating opportunities for women entrepreneurs in our area. Kelly and Candace.
Thanks, Brian. And Candace, thanks for being here. It's so great to have you here. And Candace has a great story, which you can read more about at the Business Courier website. They've done lots of stories on you. But what I want to talk about is this niche that you've really created for women entrepreneurs in our community. How did this come to be?
Well, I was practicing law, Kelly, a couple of years ago, and all of my clients were women, and they were coming to me and saying, we really are having trouble finding financing. And I thought, well, if women can't access capital through traditional financial institutions, I will become the financial institution. So I launched Bad Girl Ventures 2 years ago specifically to fill that need.
And why weren't they being able to just go to a bank and get a conventional loan and start their business?
It's interesting. Women represent 50% of all privately held companies in the United States, yet have access to less than 5% of traditional capital. And so for a number of reasons, they haven't been able to access the capital that many other businesses can access through traditional banks. And they also repay loans at much higher rates than their male counterparts. And so I thought, well, I'm taking less risk by giving money to women, and these women obviously need the money because they're not getting it elsewhere.
And it's working. As Brian said, you're about to launch the 5th class of BGV. 10 more women with 10 great ideas. Talk about the process for an idea. If somebody, all of us have ideas.
Yes.
How do we say, okay, this one is worth exploring and really talking to someone like you about what we do next?
We've actually had 570 women apply to come through our program in Cincinnati and Cleveland now, and many of them come to us with just an idea. And my first piece of advice is to start talking about it. Talk about it with everyone you know. The person at the grocery store who's bagging your groceries for you, the stranger on the street. The more that you vet your idea, the better off you'll be. The second step, I think, is to find yourself some advisors, some people you admire in the business world who are doing similar things that you want to do, and ask them to give you guidance and help. Those are the first and best steps to get started.
And I'm going to put you on the spot a little bit here with our last question. You've gone through 4 rounds of BGV. What's the best idea you've seen emerge?
Oh, there's been so many. I can tell you our oldest bad girl is 82 and our youngest is 9. So we've had some really fun...
82 and 9?
Yes.
Wow.
We have a 9-year-old turkey farmer who actually secured a loan with us, Rosie Dean. But we've had people who have ideas like a competitor to Ensure, that's actually a hypoallergenic, wholly organic food that can be used as a feeding tube formula for people in the hospitals, all the way to Bridal Divas Inc., which is a website that allows brides to crowdsource their designers for their invitations.
So no idea is too small. Just like you said, think about it, talk about it.
Talk about it as much as you can.
Great.
Yes.
Thanks so much, Candace.